Yo, I decided to play some music, but I don't want to. That made no sense. So chapter 9. Low key. I climbed out of the manhole manically. Donnie was behind me, following my steps. I waited till he got out, which instead of climbing out, he turned out, he hopped out of the manhole, and I was amazed with the turtle's moves. Wow, that's incredible, I said with my mouth still open. Donnie just shrugs as if he was used to it. Ninjutsu teaches you many things, Donnie says. I said, I wish I could do something like that. I said with a pinch of jealousy. Donnie grins flirtatiously. Well, if you want, I can teach you with a trick or two. He mentions my cheeks flush of dust of pink, with pink dust. That would be awesome, I said. Donnie smiles and hands. Donnie smiles and grabs my hand slowly. We began to walk to my temporary home as I see the metal stair leading up to my room with the door. I look down fearfully. I didn't want to face my dad after a long night of not being back with my family. It's funny how his father's senses came when I was gone, but he just didn't want my mother to leave him, for God's sakes. If she knew my disappearance, she would blame my dad for not finding me sooner, and most likely leave him. Even if I were found, Dad might hurt me. It isn't my fault I'm in a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, and I only have 1 week with him too. Okay, I guess I'll go, I said to Donnie. He smiled sadly and rubbed the back of his neck. Yeah, he whispers. Smiling at him, I punch his shoulder, and he chuckles awkwardly. I walk up the stairs and only to have Donnie go back to the lair. I smirk and frown as we could have had a better goodbye. Opening the door, I lay in my bed as that was hard as a rock, and I tried to drift to sleep, checking my brand new T-phone. I saw it. It was 6 a.m, and the sun was rising. Sighing, I turned to the right side, and that's when I saw my dad sitting in the pitch dark. Dad, what are you doing? I screamed in fear. He jumped from his spot and pinned me to my bed. Where were you? He asked me as he spit splattered onto my cheek, tearing out from being terrified. I stuttered, You better tell me, or else. He withdraws a knife from his pocket. I screamed. He began to cover his mouth. He began to curse me out just as my mom was walking in. What are you doing? My mom asked him with wide eyes. My dad got off me, slides the knife back in his pocket so my mom couldn't see it, interrogating my brat of a daughter. He sneers. My mom told him to get off and get back into bed. He glares at me and leaves my room. I cry and snuggled into my blankets. My mom hovered over my shaken body form as she tried to comfort me. That scared me, but he hasn't scared me like this. How new this fight was. I was honestly wanting to see what my dad would do to me. I wasn't too sure if I should tell Donnie, but I want to get away. I want to avoid my dad at all costs. Well, that was sad. I want you guys to be in the comments and tell me how much I got, distracted. Okay? Bye-bye.